as you can see, I am back with another video. And in today's video, as you can see, it is I guess technically, the season finale, or just the finale of my career sort of series I've been going on here. And as you can see right now, as I'm doing the intro, is the sort of last parts of the story mode where, yes, you and your girlfriend, love interest, get into a fight, and you have to simp for her, and it's pretty stupid, because if you do the right thing, which is actually my opinion, the thing you should do is just leave her be. You exit college and you don't get to play the last game, and you just leave college and go straight to the draft, which is kind of stupid. So, anyways, you go on this big tangent on trying to find out where she is, but I think it's kind of funny, so you guys can watch that while I'm giving you guys a little bit of an intro. But hopefully you guys are doing good. I always say that in all my videos, and I really do mean it. Times are definitely tough for a lot of people in this world, so I really hope you're doing well, physically, mentally, everything like that. Thank you guys so much for the constant support you guys have given me, and hopefully you leave a like on the video, and if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Pretty close to 5K now, and also just have some different ideas I'm going to be putting out here in the recent future. I don't think I will be posting a video tomorrow. If I do, then I do. If I don't, then I don't. I have a video I'm working on right now that I'm editing currently, so it might take me a little bit to post that, so hopefully you guys enjoy that video. But yeah, like I said, hopefully you guys are doing well. But yeah, so you end up finding your girlfriend, love interest. I don't know, the relationship for this was so forced, in my opinion. Very, very, very dumb and stupid story, sort of arc, in my opinion. But yeah, this is basically how it ends. She basically runs off, and you, I guess, find her at the train station. I know, super cliche, but also, if you didn't know, the sound is muted because 2K has some like weird copyright thing where if you just download your capturing straight from your PS4, it's automatically muted. So there's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, everything is muted right now. But yeah, basically your girl just leaves, and that's the end of that. And you never see her again, which is actually kind of hilarious. But you know, it is what it is. But anyways, let's get into some gameplay. So after that, you play your final, at least what I'm showing you guys is my final college championship game. Doing a little bit of upgrading before then. I am still, yes, using my slashing playmaker, which is a pretty fun build. I'm still very much enjoying it. I played Park a little bit with him. I played like 1 or 2 games because I'm still like super low level. It's not really that fun to play Park when you're a very low level, but to not make this video an hour long, I decided just to cut the video, or to cut the game in half. Right now is the halftime of the college championship game against UCLA, which I think is kind of cool. UCLA was my second pick of college teams that I wanted to get on, but like I said, Michigan State really thought, or at least I thought, was really cool. But yeah, up pretty, actually not even that much. This is actually one of the closer college games, but right now I have 13 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds, shooting 60% from the field, which is actually pretty good. But speaking of some games, let me pull up on my phone for you guys. I know a lot of you guys like it when I do little updates for IRL NBA games, and let's go to the game yesterday with the Boston Celtics game. And well, as I'm filming this video Thursday, the Miami Heat beat the Boston Celtics 106-101 to go up 2-0, which, if you guys listened to my video the other day, my conference finals sort of prediction review video, I said if Miami went up 2-0, I think they would win this series. And right now, I'm thinking like they're gonna win the series. Boston just doesn't seem like they have it all together, gameplay-wise, down the stretch. It's kind of interesting because you can see the team sort of not knowing where to go late game situations. It seems like Tatum is sort of like their go-to guy, but they still have a really good scorer, and Kemba Walker, and then also Jaylen Brown, and then Marcus Smart has been playing really well. It's sort of interesting to see how that team, you can see, doesn't know what to do in late game situations. And then in the year before with Kyrie, you knew Kyrie was going to take the last shot, and I honestly think that gives them a little bit of an edge when you know you have a player that will take the last shot. A lot of teams have that go-to guy that they always have, but Boston, sure, they have a lot of options, but it seems like they don't know what they would do in that situation when it comes. There was some sort of a heated confrontation in the locker room apparently, and they sort of hashed it out later on a later date, but I'm hoping that they can get back together and make this more of an interesting series. That'd be crazy. Obviously gonna knock on wood. Definitely don't want to see a sweep, because if it's a sweep, there's not a lot of basketball left in the season. I want as much basketball as I can get. So, I feel like Boston will bounce back. If they don't, then that's going to be very interesting. But obviously, it's not like home court advantage is a thing. So it's not like, you're down 0-2 going to Miami's home court. That's not a thing anymore. So they just got to bounce back and really just get a really good feel of, the coaching, the game plan. They know Miami's going to run the zone. They're going to run a bunch of defensive schemes. So they just got to get ready for that and watch a lot of film and things like that. So, and plus, they've just been really struggling in scoring down the stretch. So I think that they will pick it up. I know I said this last game that, Kemba and everyone else just needs to step it up a little bit, but I guess we'll see that. And then Miami has just been playing out of control. I think I even commented on a video, I commented on a comment, or I even said it in the video. This Miami team, man, it's giving me a lot of Dallas Maverick 2011 championship vibes. It's that one star player that can play really well, and then a lot of good pieces around it that are playing really well at the right time, and that's what they're doing. And honestly, dude, this team could 1000% win the championship if they keep playing like this. Like I said, 2011 Dallas Maverick vibes, or even like the Detroit Pistons vibes. But even then, they had a pretty good stacked team with Chauncey and Tayshaun Prince and Ben Wallace and all them, Rip Hamilton. But I don't know. This is gonna be a very interesting rest of the series. And I did say if Miami went up 2-0, they would win the series, and now I do feel like they will. I feel like they're just the more headstrong team, the more willed team to win, and honestly, that definitely wins a lot of basketball games. But onto the gameplay here. You can see that I got subbed out pretty early on, and I didn't even get the chance to really play. I just played a couple minutes and only scored 22 points and 7 assists, which is actually pretty decent, obviously, for like a college basketball game. But I only played a couple minutes of the second half, and then I was already subbed out. So, but that helps out with the video getting a little bit shorter because I have a lot to show you guys. Anyways, yes, you do have a little cutscene of you winning the NBA championship, which is always a lot of fun. Again, I wish maybe in the next gen 2K, or maybe in some other 2K down the line, I wish the college atmosphere and everything was a little bit more in depth. That would be cool if somehow 2K made a game where you had hey, you can have a more in-depth story mode, or you can just go straight on to, the regular season and going to the park and stuff like that. I wish they had more of a story. I want more of a story, Even in last year's 2K, or even 2Ks beforehand, they had a cool storyline, but I want something with some meat on it, meat on the bones, This is just not a lot, so it's like the bare minimum, basically. But I don't think we'll ever really get that. I think people aren't really interested in their story mode, sort of part of it. Like me, I love MyCareer, I love MyLeague, I love a lot of the offline stuff, which I know is not 2K's bread and butter because you can't make money off of it, you know what I mean? might just be some reused sort of suits they've had over the years, so I'm not really expecting anything really cool. Actually, the suits he had last year that you got to pick out from were actually kind of fun, but I'm assuming in this year's it's going to be a very bare minimum. I remember last year they had like the shorts. You had like the fancy shorts and the khaki shorts, stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. I know it's sort of like a Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook trying to kind of fashion sense, but that's definitely not me in any way in real life. But I decided just to throw something together, something not too super flashy, but something that still seemed kind of cool. You can see I'm sort of giving you guys a little rundown of what kind of things I had, but again, nothing really super crazy, but I just something that was pretty casual looking, nothing too fancy. Obviously, you never want to go, LeBron James 2003 on them, you know what I mean? The long, baggy, all white suit, which would be kind of cool. That would be kind of fire, but I don't know. Definitely not what I'm looking for, so something kind of casual. Then next up, you have your first sit down with your first agent, which is something that's pretty interesting to me. But thinking about actually imagining being an NBA superstar and having to pick an agent, an agency to go to, like, man, that'd be so tough to try to pick out and weed out all those agencies, especially if you're like a top pick, man. You have like Clutch and all these other ones, the ones that like, I think doesn't Jay-Z like help run one in New York, I think, or Brooklyn? I don't really remember, but there's a lot of really big named ones. We can stick with, with family ones, like with the Kawhi. He has his uncle that's pretty infamous, but I don't know. I would have no idea what to do in this scenario because, everyone, I'm assuming, probably gives the same old pitch, like, oh, we're a big corporation, we can give you this, that, but we're also really humble people, and we're really looking out for you, this, that, and the other. But I don't know, I feel like it'd be really hard to actually pick in a real life scenario. But in this game, I actually really like this idea of having to pick between the larger corporation or your boy Archie, obviously the family friend in the story mode. But I don't know, that would actually be pretty tough to do in real life. I'm pretty sure every NBA player has to go through that in some way, shape, or form. Like I said, Kawhi doesn't have to worry about that because, he has his uncle that apparently is his agent, I think. And, you look at Lonzo Ball, who's flip-flopped a lot of different times, he, was with himself and Big Baller Brand, and then he had, the whole rundown with that, and then he went to some other sports agency, and then now he's with Clutch Sports, which is pretty surprising, which obviously a lot of Laker fans are like, oh, he's trying to get back on the Lakers, which is pretty funny. That'd be wild, somehow that happened. But anyways, now you get a little bit of a pick for choose your agents. Now Archie apparently has the different abilities or perks than the bigger agency Harper Dell does. The commission is a little bit different. You get a lower commission for sticking with Archie, but the money in those are a lot more. And then with Harper, you get a lot more deals, but they're just less in payout. Then for fan-wise, if you're more of a park player, you get more fans for picking Archie. With Harper, you get more fans for picking the NBA. And then for chemistry, it's a little bit different on each side for teammate chemistry and everything like that, or capturing more fans and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Now, if I really was a part of this, I would love to have a sponsorship with Adidas. I love Adidas. Adidas is my favorite sports brand. I'm an Adidas boy for sure. So I hate that, and also Gatorade. That'd be an amazing sponsorship as well, and Beats as well. But I think just obviously the commission in the short term would be better because I'm not going to be playing 2K for that long on this gen. Plus getting a better amount of fans in the NBA. I'm going to be playing a lot more NBA games than I am park games. So I'm thinking Harper is probably the move here. Plus Nike is amazing. Jordan, amazing. So I picked up Harper, the bigger organization. Next up, we have the NBA draft questions, which is something that apparently every draft has to go through. So I thought these questions were actually not so interesting. I know when people actually do the NBA draft, they ask you a bunch of not sort of problems, but they ask you those sort of open-ended questions. You know what I mean? Like, if you could go down this street or this street, but this street has this scenario going down and this street has this scenario going down, and which street would you pick? Like, they never give you a wrong or right answer question. They're just looking for, you know, the question for you to answer as honestly as possible. So, I always thought those questions would be kind of cool to answer. I'm sure you could probably look it up online, like what questions they would ask a player, but they're not all, you know, really cookie cutter questions like they're asking here. They're all pretty random, I think, because they also give you like some sort of like in depth on how the person is, who the person is, how the person thinks. You know, you never want to get a super crazy player to be in your locker room. You want, you know, a steadfast player, and I feel like that's obviously, you know, a lot of teams are looking for, especially when they're trying to pick like their next future, you know, cornerstone piece. I feel like that's pretty important in my opinion. I think you just asked me if I'm as the oh, I don't know even know what question she asked. Actually. Oh, if you're the best player in the draft, that's right. I'm pretty sure this is probably a good answer to that question. I feel like every NBA player needs to have some sort of confidence in themselves. Now, obviously, especially if you're a top pick, in the draft, you have to believe in yourself like that. Obviously, later on in your career, you have to know your role, and contributing to a team the best to your ability is something that you should know to do at that point in time. But if you are a rookie, you need to know when and where you end up, and you need to know, you know, you can be the best player if you really put your heart and mind to it. And obviously, love of the game is probably the right answer there, because there are a lot of NBA players, apparently, from what I've heard from podcasts and things like that, that are just in the NBA for money and, you know, the sort of perks of the NBA, not actually because they love basketball, which obviously makes a lot of sense because them boys make millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars off of just playing a game where you put a ball in a basket. But now, the big choice here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm finally getting my workout for a team, and I obviously get a pick from any team. I think, like I said, I don't think I got the Lakers or the Warriors to be able to do them, but like I said, I don't even think I'd really want to pick them. Maybe even the Warriors would have been fun to do, but I don't know. But obviously, there's a lot of different teams here. Memphis, I could play with Ja and Jaren. That'd be kind of cool. Miami would be really fun too, but I think Jimmy Butler technically plays small forward for them, so I think I would take up some spot time for him, which I obviously wouldn't want to do. The Rockets with Jamal and Russell Westbrook. Man, this is all really tough. Or even the Nuggets with Ja and Jokic. And Jokic, that'd be crazy, but I think y'all already know the answer to that. Plus, as you can see here, Damian Lillard is also a part of it, so I don't know if you pick a different team, they don't have this sort of scene where they talk about Damian and stuff like that. If they do, let me know down in the comments if you picked a different team just to have this sort of Damian Lillard conversation. Let me know, because I thought this was kind of cool. But yeah, you meet up with Dame, which is pretty fun. Bravo to Damian in this part of the game. Definitely did not seem as awkward as he did in past 2Ks. He definitely seems more like calm and cool when he's doing these sort of voice acting things. Probably helped out with doing Space Jam this summer. So you could definitely hear it when you're listening to that cutscene. It sounds pretty natural, which is really good. But yeah, now we're doing my draft sort of workout, which is a 2-on-2, which really sucks because I obviously am only like a barely 70 overall player, so having to try to get by these, you know, players and score on them is pretty tough. So you're just going to be seeing a lot of pick and roll and stuff like that, which they do the same thing, so I don't even feel like I'm cheesing them because they're literally just pick and rolling as well. But my defense is dog duty still. I really need to upgrade that, but as I said before, you know, especially now with the PS5 having a, you know, a date set when it's going to come out, even though I don't think I'm going to be able to get one as soon as it comes out. I'm probably going to wait for like the holidays, because I know obviously they're going to get a lot more shipments for the PS5 during that time, so I'm not going to try to run around and look here or there everywhere under a rock to try to find a PS5. I'm probably just going to wait till the holiday season, when they're probably, you know, shelves and shelves and shelves full of them. So Sure, I'm sure there's probably a lot of content creators out there that are gonna get it day one, which is great that you guys can watch those videos on there. But just a heads up for you guys who are even still watching this video 20 minutes in, that I'm not gonna be getting the PS5 day one. That's just, it's probably gonna be impossible, at least for me, being a normal person, to try to get one. It's probably gonna be a while, but I'm probably just gonna wait till the holidays, which a lot of people are probably gonna be doing as well, because like I said, there's just going to be a lot more of a surplus of them around during that time, so it's just a better time to wait. I know people who are getting, pre-ordering like 2 or 3 of the next-gen consoles and then selling them for $1,000 each, trying to make a profit off them, which, I mean, I guess is a good idea in hindsight, but dude, like, that's honestly crazy. It just reminds me of that movie Jingle All the Way with the Turbo Man doll. That one guy tries to, sell it for double the price during the holidays because their father forgot to buy it beforehand. Oh man, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. That's the part that sucks about 2K, man. If you don't pay money, man, you're just not good. Like, that's what I hate about this game, dude. Like, it's just so money hungry of a game. Even if me just playing all those college games, I didn't even need to play all those college games. I did it because I needed to upgrade my guy. My guy is still dog duty. My guy still sucks. Like, I wish there was just, not so much of a, like I said, a money hungry way of just trying to play the game and trying to be good. It just takes forever. It sucks. I couldn't imagine not having to spend money and trying to get to like a decent overall in this game. It probably takes, weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, which I get it if you're someone who's, I guess, keeping this game until, months and months and months, but for a lot of people this is just a sort of hold it down game until the next gen consoles come out, which apparently the NBA2K21 on next gen is going to be a launch title, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of other really cool launch titles like the Miles Morales Spider-Man game, which I'm super excited to play. That's going to be amazing. I think Assassin's Creed is supposed to be another launch title. I think Far Cry 5 or 6, Far Cry 6 I think it is. It's going to be a launch title as well. There's going to be a lot of really good launch titles for the next-gen consoles, which I'm super excited about. I don't know, I guess we'll just sort of have to see, but as you can see, my defense is getting a little bit better. My teammates not doing so hot, but I have 5 points and is that 2 assists? Yeah, 3 assists actually, my bad. Obviously just a lot of pick and roll action here. Trying to split the defense there, and my guy got stripped. God. So bad, so bad, so bad. I'm assuming this game is to like 11 or something like that, so hopefully I just get a good score here to end it. Nice cut, and boom. Which I think if honestly Ricky played this well in the actual sort of workout for Portland, I think that'd be amazing to have a playmaking wing on Portland. That'd be amazing. I mean, obviously Carmelo did his job, but defensively, definitely a struggle. Even though obviously my player sucks on defense, so it's not like he's doing any better. But now we're at a good scene where your friend, I guess, or ex-friend or whatever is coming to your room. I'm presuming this is the night before the NBA draft, and he's sort of freaking out to you, but he's saying he wants to go out and clear his mind. But I thought this was going to be one of those choice things which you had to choose like yes or no to do, but apparently in this scenario you don't have a choice and you're leaving no matter what, so I thought that was kind of funny. So yeah, you take off and you end up at some random park, which I don't even think would be anywhere close to being in downtown New York, where they usually have the NBA draft, but apparently you find one, and you end up finding your boy Zion Williamson, which is pretty ironic, right? What a coincidence. But and also some other guy, which I don't know if he's some sort of celebrity or some random guy, I don't know, but he's just some random guy. He's hanging out with Zion. But dude, Zion's voice acting in this part is just so cringe, dude. Like, I mean, Zion's probably a pretty shy person. I don't know, he just sort of gives off that energy, but he does not seem like he's very good with the whole voice acting thing, which I guess would be something that you should get used to, since he's sort of like a big nice cut night there. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do the facilitating part of my slashing playmaker. I'm just gonna have to be the playmaker part more than the slashing part. Horrible shot right there. Don't know what he was thinking. Trying to not get cooked right here. Good defense by me, thank God. Almost got exposed. See if they do the same thing. Yep, they do the same thing. I'm just gonna keep doing that, honestly. God, it's so embarrassing. I have 0 points. Like I said, this gameplay for this is just, I can't compete with these guys. These guys are all mid to high 80s, and I'm just a little low 70 overall player. Like I said, it's hard to do when you're just not gonna be able to upgrade your guy as much as you want to. It's just pretty tough. Good play right there. Good play. Good play. At least I have an A. I have an A. Teammate grade, so it's not playing bad. Gives it right back to me for some reason. Good behind the back. But he gets locked up right there. Gives it back to me. That was a good move. That should have went in, dude. I totally. I swear if I was like 1 or more higher overalls, I would have made that. That's so annoying. They played some good defense right there, but oh well, I guess it is what it is apparently. But I guess we can also go back to talking about some of the playoff stuff that was going on beforehand. The Lakers actually played tonight tonight as I'm filming. Yesterday as you guys are watching the video, they almost beat the brakes off the Nuggets. They're blowing them out kind of bad, but they beat them 126 to 114. The Lakers are up 1-0. Anthony Davis had a crazy game, almost 40 points and 10 rebounds. LeBron had a crazy sort of facilitating game, was really much the floor general. That game played really well, and even the Nuggets were playing pretty good until like the third-ish quarter, and then sort of started to give a pretty bad lead. Jokic and Jamal Murray both played almost 25 minutes, so as you can see, the Nuggets sort of, I don't want to say gave up kind of early, but they definitely stopped trying, I guess. Pretty close to, because even Jamal Murray and Jokic play a lot of minutes, I know, but they both only play 25 minutes out of a 40-minute game. That's not really a lot you want to do for your superstars. And then with the game tonight, this game is probably over or just about to end. The Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat game 3, which, in my opinion, I mean, obviously this is just sort of just playing the odds. I'm assuming the Celtics are going to figure it out and win. It would be insane. It would be so crazy if Miami goes up 3-0 on this Celtics team, dude. Like, this might go down as one of the most dominant playoff runs in NBA history. If Miami goes up 3-0 on this team, like, honestly, dude, like, they beat the brakes off the number 1 seeded team in the entire NBA with the Bucks. They played very well against the Pacers, and now with this Boston Celtics team, like, if they go up 3-0, dude, like, that'd be absolutely insane. But in my opinion, I'm hoping that maybe that sort of locker room's, I don't want to say scuffle, but whatever went down there sort of woke up the team, and maybe Boston wins a game here. I'm assuming, and I want to, because them winning just means more basketball for us. So make a little bit of a selfish person and saying just, well, I want Boston to win because I want more basketball. But that's just my pick for that game, I guess. But yeah, ended up winning the sort of 2-on-2 game, and now I'm at the official NBA draft. Wow. To me, I got my suit on and got Harper here with me to sort of chill me out. Now, I did say I was a top solid first round draft pick, so I have no idea what that means on what pick I'm going to get or anything like that. And I did only work out with Portland, so whatever pick Portland has, I'm assuming I'm going to them. Like I said, it would be more fun and realistic if you did get to work out for different teams, and whatever team had the earlier pick picked you if they liked you a lot. But of course 2K isn't like that anymore, but I wish they were like that. I wish you had some sort of choice in whatever you wanted to do. I think that would be a lot of fun. What is also very interesting is that there's no one around. Where is everyone? Where's the crowd? Where's the other draft sort of prospects? Everybody's sort of just gone. And I think right now is where Adam Silver is talking guess what, guys? Guess who has the #1 pick in the draft? You guys will see very, very, very shortly. And this part, I absolutely hated. This is so stupid. The team you work out with has both picks. So yes, the Portland Trail Blazers drafted Hendrix Cobb. And with the second pick, guess who picked next? Me. So yes, the Portland Trail Blazers apparently had the #1 and the #2 pick in the NBA draft. What? Wow, is that a storyline? How does that make any sense? That's so dumb. So apparently you and your rival / guy who plays the exact same position get drafted to the same team back to back. So that totally ruined the immersion for me. That was just so stupid. It's so dumb. So now not only do you have to play up against other NBA players who are already on the team that you have to go out and try to perform better than to get a starting role, you now have to add on another player who plays the same position, who is already head and shoulders above you and way, 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 way further along in the process than you are. It's absolutely stupid. But that is it. That is the end of the whole, I guess, storyline, and now you're an official NBA player drafted at the same time as your arch rival. So, remember when Portland needed a wing? Well, now Portland has too many wings, which is really funny to think about. You can sort of head down over to the roster here, and you see me, 72 overall. You got Dame, CJ, Yusuf, Hassan, and Hendrix Cobb. Please let me know if this is how it is for everyone. If it's not, this is going to be so stupid. But, yeah. So now, not only did I have to try to outplay, Rodney Hood, Nazir Little, Carmelo Anthony, now I have to try and outplay Hendrix Cobb to even get a starting spot. So, this is so stupid. Very annoying, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, I may not post a video tomorrow, but if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. I apologize, but I'll see you again as soon as I can. Very, 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 very soon. Alright, guys.